But today is May the 1st, synonymous otherwise with the International Labor Day, for which many people across Europe have taken to the streets, marking the May Day rallies, annual protestations there, and for which we have a terrific panel of guests joining me to debate the subject. From Paris, joining me is Mr. Keiser. He's a political commentator. Again from France, we have in Paris Max Keiser joining me. He's a journalist and broadcaster and the CEO of PirateMyFilm.com. And again by phone joining me from Paris is no one but Thierry Didio. He's a national officer in charge of European affairs of the CFDT Union. A warm welcome to you all, gentlemen. Max Keiser, starting off with you. Now, the former Premier of France has warned of a revolutionary risk there. And a recent poll there has shown that around 66% of the people fear that the country is on the verge of a social explosion. Now, do you share the doom and gloom?
Well, I was on the streets today, and I was mixing with the protesters and the manifestation, and to get a sense of what people were talking about and how serious the situation is. And what struck me are two things. Number one, most people have no idea why the economies in Europe are contracting the way that they are. Most people in Europe, I know here in Paris, have no idea that the reason why the French economy is contracting and the German economy is contracting and the European economies are contracting is because European banks and corporations bought counterfeit U.S. Treasury bonds sold to them by U.S. investment banks, which exploded on the balance sheets of these banks. They've had to cut back, and as a result, they've created a recession. And what's remarkable is that the protesters on the streets are drinking Coca-Cola, eating McDonald's, talking about Disney. These are their slave masters. These are the people who sold them the exploding fraudulent counterfeit treasury bonds. These are the people who created their unemployment, and they support them. So I don't understand why Europeans can be on one hand, very intelligent sounding, but on the other hand, so ridiculously and economically stupid.
Keiser, how do you understand and view these demonstrations? I mean, how different are they from the ones in the past?